What is up, guys? LeftBurst here, and today I'm going to be unboxing Random Booster Volume 13, as you see on screen, and I feel like we already unboxed the Random Booster not too long ago, like Random Booster Volume 12 that came out like 2 months ago. It's like Tomy just wants to keep on releasing these things, probably because it makes them a lot of money. Anyway, today we're going to be unboxing Random Booster Volume 13. We've had 13 Random Boosters, since Burst has been released. That's just crazy to think about. 13, and I've bought like almost every single one, and the full set costs like $100 some, so I wasted more than like $100+ on Beyblades. It's really sad. Anyway, so yeah, of course this is Random Booster Volume 13 with the prize bait, Air Knight, and it comes with some pretty sweet Beyblade combos and recolors. I was actually not going to buy the full entire set. I was just gonna buy Air Knight, but then I thought about it and I was like, dang, there's some like really amazing recolors that I kind of have to have. Like, look at this HE Double Hockey Stick Salamander. Oh my gosh, he looks beautiful. This recolor is amazing, and my camera just decides not to focus. Alright, there you go. So yeah, as you can see, there's amazing recolors. You got Salamander recolor, you got this Hazard Kirbyus recolor that looks amazing, you have a Revive Phoenix recolor, and this awesome Emperor 40s recolor. Anyway, so yeah, that's as you can see, that's the front of the box. It's just like all the Beyblades, showing all the Beyblades that are in this random booster. On the side, just showing all the combos for the Beyblades. And on the box, I would tell you what's on, on the back of the box. I would tell you what's on the back of the box, but as you see, it's covered by this giant sticker, so like, I guess I don't even know what's on the back of the box. And on the top of the box, it just explains Air Knight's gimmick. Basically, Air Knight's gimmick is that it's bigger than normal Chozy Bays. It's kind of like the same thing as Maximum Garuda. I have no idea why they called this thing Air Knight and they couldn't just call it like an evolution of Garuda, like Air Garuda, or Air Banana. This is basically the blue banana. I have no idea why they didn't just call it Maximum Garuda or like a Garuda Beyblade, because it looks exactly like Garuda except blue. It literally has the same exact gimmick as Garuda. Garuda's gimmick was that it had like a fan thing, so it kind of made it lift off the ground, giving it like a bit more stamina. This thing has the same exact gimmick with the fan, and another one of Maximum Garuda's gimmick was that it was larger than most Beyblades. This Beyblade, as you can see on the top, is larger than most Beyblades, but I feel like the reason why they didn't just call this Beyblade Garuda was because the owner is Kit Lopez, and if you know Beyblade, they like to kind of like match the names with the Beyblades. Like Knight starts with a K and Kit starts with a K. You see stuff like that, like Shu and Spurgeon, they both start with S's. They like to be clever like that. So yeah, they want to introduce Kit Lopez back into the anime, because if you guys don't know, Kit Lopez was in the God series, and I love that about time skip animes, when it's like an irrelevant character from the past series comes back in the time skip and he's like super overpowered. So I'm super excited to see how Kit performs in the new episode that's probably going to be released next week. I hope he's like super overpowered, and I hope even though Iga got Chozy Achilles, Kit Lopez is still able to beat him with this amazing Beyblade Air Knight. Anyway, that's enough of talking about the box and the anime. Let's finally get into unboxing these things. Oh yeah, before I start unboxing them, I just want to explain that I already took the Beyblade out of the box. I already took it out of its packages and stickered the Beyblades, just so the Beyblades look a bit better, and just so I don't spend like 20 minutes trying to open these stupid black packages, because the black packages and random boosters, if anyone's ever bought a random booster before and seen the black packages, they are a nightmare to open, and I would spend like 20 minutes just opening them on camera. It'd be a bad video. Anyway, but I did put the Beyblades back in the box to make it kind of like mysterious, kind of like a random thing, you know, because it is a random booster. Anyway, let's get this started. Should we start on the sides or should we start on the middle? I'm gonna start in the middle. We're gonna start with this one. Let's see what Beyblade this is. This Beyblade is going to be... Alright, so we start off with a pretty amazing one. This is Revive Phoenix. The Revive Phoenix recolor looks so nice. Alright, I'm gonna, for all the Beyblades I'm going to be reviewing in the set, I'm going to go part by part. So here's the first part. Of course, the layer, you have Revive Phoenix, and it is a purple color. A purple and pink Revive Phoenix. It looks so, it's like Gengar colors. Oh my gosh. It looks amazing. I would debate that this might even be better than the normal Revive Phoenix or the normal Revive Phoenix colors, just because purple, alright, here's my, Here's my opinion on colors. My favorite color is probably red, and I feel like Revive Phoenix, it's a cool red Beyblade, but it doesn't rock red too well. But my second favorite color is probably purple, and I feel like Revive Phoenix does purple really well. Imagine like a purple Phoenix with fire. Actually, that's already in the anime. Revive Phoenix, for some reason, in the middle of battle, will turn like purple black, and it'll have like purple wings, and it's really cool. Anyway, moving on to the next parts. The next part in this combo is going to be the 12th disc, and if you've been on the channel long enough, you know that I hate this disc. It's horrible. It's the lightest disc in the game, not competitive at all, and it breaks Beyblades because it's super sharp. It has like super sharp edges, so it's like it breaks Beyblades and it's bad. Like it's just a bad combo, right? Anyway, moving on to the final part, we have, this is kind of a new part. I say kind of a new part because it is a new part, but just kind of an upgrade version, I would say. There's nothing too new about it. This is Fusion Dash, and Fusion Fusion was actually one of the first drivers to be released. It released on Spriggan, and it's not that good of a driver. I don't really like Fusion that much, even though I love the Spriggan line. This is probably my least favorite driver out of all Spriggan line, but it does have a really cool color. I really like its color. As you see, the color is like a nice pinkish purple, and it is a dash disc, or a dash driver, my bad. So they did upgrade the Fusion driver to give it better spring, so I don't think it's going to be competitive, but it'll definitely be better than the older Fusion tips. And as you see, this combo, it just looks so pretty. It looks amazing. I really like the combo. Anyway, moving on to the next random booster. Let's see which combo we get next. Which box should we choose? I'm gonna put this box over here. I'm gonna go with this box. We're gonna go with this box. All right, let's see what Beyblade we get. Which Beyblade am I hoping to get? If this was gonna be totally random and I could only get one Beyblade, of course I want the prize Beyblade Air Knight, but like I wouldn't be mad with getting like the Salamander recolor or the Kirbyus recolor, so I kind of hope I get one of those. All right, and the Beyblade is the Kirbyus recolor. Here is, oh my gosh, this, oh, it looks so nice. Anyway, let me take the combo apart. Here is the layer right here. Hazard Kirbyus. This is a yellow recolor, and oh, it looks so great. I love it so much. It's like a yellow, gold, and black. It's like black and yellow. Oh my, guys, you remember that like joke from like elementary school? People, there was like this song like black and yellow, and everyone used to say it whenever it was like black and yellow or whatever. Anyway, so yeah, it's rocking the black and yellow color scheme. I think it looks amazing. I especially love the golden Kirby's in the middle. It just looks super menacing, super awesome. It looks like super, like, it's an amazing recolor. Like gold, you can't really go wrong with gold and black, you know? Anyway, so yeah, the recolor is amazing. I really like that recolor. As for the parts, the next part we have is the 4 disc. The 4 disc was really good when it first came out, but I feel like it's kind of outclassed right now. It's still a very good disc, but there's definitely better discs out there. Alright, moving on to the final part. This is, again, a new Dash driver. This is Merge Dash, and Merge released on Legend Spriggan, and I love the way Merge looks. I just don't like the way Merge performs. Merge is like a very crazy, hard to control driver, and it has like no stamina at all. So it's kind of sad, but it looks amazing. Like, I love this, and I love how they kept like a similar color to like the original Merge color scheme. The original Merge that released on Legend Spriggan was had a black rubber tip just like this, and it was definitely kind of like a burgundy red like this. And they, of course, they added the Dash to the Merge driver, so it has a tighter spring than usual. I still don't think many people will use the Merge driver. Like I said before, it's hard to control, and it has like no stamina at all. So even though it has tighter teeth or tighter spring, I don't think it's gonna be that used, you know, in competitive scene. Anyway, so yeah, but overall this combo looks really cool. Like, all the combos in this set look amazing. Alright, moving on to the next one. Which random booster should we pick? I'm gonna go with this one. I'm kind of hoping this one's Air Knight, but it doesn't feel like it. This Beyblade feels really light, so I'm guessing it's probably one of these two, which is kind of disappointing. I don't really like these two base. I hate plastic gens, alright? And the Beyblade is... Alright, so it is a plastic gen. This is Dronzer Flame, I think. Dronzer Flame 10-turn sword. So yeah, let's just go over this. Here's the Dronzer Flame recolor. Overall, again, I don't really like plastic gen bays. They're kind of like super light. They don't really like they're not very good compared to all the Cho-Z bays, but I do like the recolor. I like the kind of lime green. I think it looks very vibrant. But yeah, nothing much to say about this layer itself. Moving on to the next part parts, here is 10. Turn was actually only released, it was actually only released in Random Booster Volume 12 before this, but I guess they decided to release it again in 13. This Turn is a nice blue color. The Turn we got in Random Booster Volume 13 was kind of like a dark red color, so it's cool to have a new colored Turn. Like, Turn's not that great, but it's a cool, I'd say it's an interesting frame. Anyway, so yeah, the gimmick to Turn is that you can do it in this mode where the spikes will come into contact, or you could turn it, get it, that's where the name comes from, and the spikes are like facing the opposite way, giving it more stamina or whatever. And yeah, the disc that comes in this Beyblade is going to be the 10 disc, and the 10 disc, really good disc, really competitive, one of the heaviest discs to be released. Alright, moving on to the final part. Here is the sword driver. This released on Buster Excalibur, and it kind of sucks. It's like iron, but worse, I would say. It's just kind of because of the metal on the sides, it makes it kind of unbalanced, and the metal in the middle, it's like a star shape of iron, and that's usually, for the most part, star-shaped drivers aren't as good as the flat driver counterparts. Maybe like one instance where a star driver is better actually might be Jolt compared to Extreme, but like I beg to differ, because Extreme, I definitely think Extreme's better than Jolt. Anyway, so yeah, here is the combo. This is probably the worst combo in my opinion to get in this set. Like, you get a horrible plastic gen layer, which it sucks, but that, I mean, maybe not the worst, because you do get the 10 disc and the turn frame, but it's still bad compared to all the other combos. I definitely think this isn't really that good. Alright, moving on to the next one. Which Beyblade should we go for next? I'm gonna squish them all together. I'm gonna go for the end one right here. Let's see what Beyblade we get from this one. Alright, and this Beyblade is going to be, oh, okay, so we got the Emperor Fornius. So yeah, let's go over the parts real quick. Here is Emperor Fornius right here, and the cool thing about this Beyblade is that it actually released with a level chip. It came with this awesome lime green level, oh gosh, alright. It came with this awesome lime green level chip, and although level chips, they don't really do much in battle, and you can't even put them on like the newer Chozy Bays. The Beyblades with the Chozy prefix, Chozy Valkyrie, Chozy Spriggan, Chozy Achilles, you can't even put a level chip on them, so they're kind of useless, and Takara Tomy never released the meta level chip, which I'm still waiting for that Takara Tomy. Come on, release that meta level chip. Although I mean, it's not like that great in battle, it doesn't really do much, but it's cool to have like a level chip on your Beyblade. It just makes you feel cooler and seem cooler. Anyway, so yeah, talking about the recolor itself, I actually really like this recolor. I like how it's like blue and black, definitely fits like the theme of Fornius. If you guys don't know, Fornius is actually this shark monster, and I feel like its original color scheme being like black, it didn't really portray sharkness that much, but this color scheme definitely portrays the ocean and the origins of the Beyblade a lot better. So yeah, moving on to the next part, we have, oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Oh my god, this looks amazing. Alright, so this is 13 Meteor. 13, not the best disc in the world, but not a bad disc. I really don't have any opinions on it. But the Meteor frame used to be really good. Used to be the heaviest frame to be released, but obviously it's definitely been outclassed by much heavier frames nowadays. But yeah, this recolor though, it looks amazing. I love this recolor. It's like a translucent kind of like bluish gray color. It looks awesome. Alright, moving on to the final part, we have the Survive driver, and I have no idea why they put Survive on this combo. It's just such a random part. This was again one of the first drivers to be released, and unlike the other drivers that we got, the older drivers that we got before, like we got the fusion tip, and I understand why the fusion tip was in here, because they upgraded the fusion tip. They put the dash on the fusion tip to give it like a stronger spring, but for Survive they didn't. So like I don't understand why they put in this combo. They should have put like Revolve or something. That would be pretty cool. And I know why they didn't put the dash on this, because I feel like they don't want to put dash on any stamina type drivers, just because the stamina drivers are already OP enough. If you make them like harder to burst, it's just gonna mess with the meta, you know? Anyway, so yeah, overall, there's nothing really useful in this Beyblade. I don't see this Beyblade being very competitive, because all the parts kind of suck. Emperor Fornius isn't that good. The frame and disc isn't that good, and the driver is very outclassed. But I mean, if you don't have a level chip, this will be a pretty cool combo to get. Alright, moving on to the next one. I'm surprised we haven't got like many of the good ones. Like, I feel like all the ones that are left are pretty good. Like, of course you have Air Knight, you have both Air Knights, and you have Salamander with the amazing recolor, and then you have this Wallborg. And I know I said I didn't really like Plastic Gen remakes that much, but the parts on Wallborg, they are amazing. The layer might suck, but the parts, they are gorgeous. I love the parts. Alright, let's see what Beyblade we get out of this one, and we get the Salamander. Oh my gosh, this is probably the best recolor in the set, at least in my opinion. Look at this thing. This thing is beautiful. Oh, I love it so much. I love how they made, the middle part clear. I think it just adds so much personality to the Beyblade. So yeah, of course, this is HE Double Hockey Stick. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. It's so great. I love this recolor. It's like clear, and then it has like red highlights as the stickers, and then like a jet black salamander in the middle. It really stands out. Oh my gosh, this thing is beautiful. Alright, moving on to the next part. I'm gonna stop talking about this thing, because like, if I can literally talk about this thing for like 5 minutes straight, but the video will be too long if I do that. So yeah, moving on to the next part, we get the 13 disc again, and I already talked about this thing. Don't really have much opinions on this disc. It's like kind of average, I would say. And finally, we have a somewhat new part. This is Blow Dash. Blow originally released on the single layer Odin, and Blow, well, it kind of blows. You see what I did there? Hilarious, pun intended. I don't know why. I don't know, guys. Alright, so yeah. My jokes are really bad today. I'm sorry. I'm tired. I'm recording this at 10 o'clock because the package literally just came in. Anyway, so yeah, the blow driver, it kind of blows. Not really that good, but they did add the dash to it, so it does have a tighter spring. I still don't see anyone. I just still don't think anyone's going to use it because, again, blow driver kind of sucks. Alright, so yeah, here's the combo all put together. A pretty combo. Pretty combo. Wow, I used two synonyms in a row, or homophones, or they're not synonyms, they're homophones. I'm so stupid, guys. Don't worry about it. Anyway, moving on to the next one, we still have 3 combos left, and we still haven't pulled an Air Knight, which is like really surprising. Alright, let's see if this one's gonna be an Air Knight, and the Beyblade in this one is indeed an Air Knight. Here's the recolored version of Air Knight. Here is the white Air Knight, and it's debatably, guys, do you prefer the white one or the blue one better? In my opinion, I don't know. The white one looks really clean. I feel like I like the blue one better just because it's the original color scheme. If it wasn't the original color scheme, maybe I'd like the white one better. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about the layer right now because I kind of want to talk about it when I get the original color scheme. So we'll talk about the layer later, but as for the recolor, I think it's a really nice recolor. I like the recolor a lot. Alright, moving on to the parts, it comes with the 11 disc. 11, it's horrible. Don't use it. Alright, moving on to the final part, here is the friction driver, and I feel like we've been getting a lot of friction drivers, but this recolor, I think it looks really nice. It's kind of like a greenish blue, kind of turquoise kind of color with a red piece of rubber as the rubber piece or whatever. I don't know what I'm talking about. Alright. So yeah, that was the recolor of Air Knight. Let's move on to the last 2 combos. Let's see if this is going to be the Air Knight Beyblade, and it is! It is indeed the Prize Bay Air Knight 12. I have no idea. What is this part called? I totally forgot what this part was called. Alright, let me look it up. Air Knight. Oh, I dropped the camera. Alright, sorry, I'm back. So the frame, I remember it was called Expand. Pretty cool name. I like Expand. And finally, for the driver, we have, of course, the, Eternal driver. So yeah, let me just talk about these parts individually. This is the new Beyblade, the new prize Beyblade that came in the set, Air Knight, and overall, it definitely just reminds me of a blue banana. You just can't get that out of your head. It definitely looks like a blue banana, but it's a bit chunkier, it's a bit bigger. If you look on the side, it is nothing like Maximum Garuda. Maximum Garuda was just a straight circle all around. This one kind of has like a fan shape, kind of a curve shape. I'm not sure how it's going to perform in battle. I don't think it's going to perform as well as Maximum Garuda because it does have a lot more edges, giving it like less burst resistance, but maybe it'll have more stamina. I kind of have my doubts on that too, but it is a cool design. It's definitely cooler than Maximum Garuda. Like the concept's cooler, I would say. Anyway, so as for the teeth, unlike Maximum Garuda, it doesn't have horrible teeth. The teeth actually, they're not amazing, but they're not bad. Here, let me compare them to Guardian Curvius teeth. As a comparison, here are Guardian Curvius teeth, or not Guardian Curvius, Hazard Curvius, and here are Air Knights. So it looks like, I think they're around the same as Hazard Curvius, maybe even a little better. So yeah, overall, I definitely like this Beyblade. It's a unique design. I like the unique design. I'm not sure how it's going to perform in battle. The color scheme is amazing. I really like the blue color scheme. I mean, like, the white color scheme is really cool too. And as for the teeth are actually kind of good for the shape of the Beyblade. The Beyblade's pretty round. Alright, moving on to the disc and frame. The disc, of course, we have the 12th disc, and I still don't understand, as I was saying earlier in this video, I hate the 12th disc, and I still don't understand why Takara Tomy keeps giving us the 12th disc. Like, it's a horrible disc, no one really likes it, but they release it on literally everything. We have this disc on, like, 4 Chozy Beyblades right now. We have it on Vice Leopard, we have it on this Beyblade, we have it on Winning Valkyrie, and we have it on AG Double Hockey 6 Salamander. This is like Takara Tomy's favorite disc. It's probably like super cheap to manufacture, probably because it has less metal, so maybe that's the reason why Takara Tomy keeps on reusing it. Anyway, moving on to the frame. Here's the new frame, the new part in the set. Let me focus, there we go. This is the expand frame, and as you can see, the expand frame, it's very round, so it's probably going to have decent life after death. Probably not as good life after death as the proof frame, but it's still going to have decent life after death, and it does have some holes in it, and it's kind of a fan shape just like the layer, maybe making it or giving the Beyblade more stamina. I'm like excited to see how this disc performs. I don't think it's gonna be the best, sorry did I say disc, this frame performs. I don't think it's gonna be the best frame in the game, but I definitely think it's going to be a very viable frame, very used frame. Anyway, moving on to the final part in this Beyblade, we have the Eternal Driver, and we've seen this Eternal Driver before. Eternal is actually a very good driver. I think it might be a little better than Revolve, at least in my opinion. It originally released on Archer Hercules, and it is one of the best stamina drivers in the game, and I do like the color scheme. I do like how it's like this like bright green color, although I don't think it looks very good on Air Knight. I have no idea why they put like a super bright green on Air Knight. I feel like they should have just made the Eternal Driver something like blue or something, or red. I think that would look much better. But I mean, now that I'm looking at it, I kind of like it. It's like a very like bright Beyblade. Like, it's very eye-catching, and I like that about it. Anyway, moving on to the final combo in this set. This is Wallborg. Yup, this is going to be Wallborg Zero Expand Atomic. So yeah, let's just talk about Wallborg real quick. Here's a recolor of Wallborg. It kind of sucks. It's literally just a red version. I don't really like it that much. Alright, next part, we have the disc and frame, and the disc and frame in this combo is amazing. As I said earlier in the video, the combo for Wallborg's amazing, the layer itself not so amazing. So yeah, the disc is going to be the Zero Disc, and if you know anything about the Zero Disc is one of the best discs in the game. Heaviest disc, released on Spriggan Requiem, I think. Actually, I don't think this is the heaviest disc anymore. I think the Double O disc is actually the heaviest, so that's kind of surprising. Anyway, so yeah, the frame, you get the new frame that was released in this random booster expand. I already talked about this frame, so I'm not going to talk about it that much right now, but it is a really cool recolor. I do like how it's like kind of a solid white color. It goes, like, there's a lot of combos that can rock solid white. There's a lot of Beyblades that look really good with a solid white frame, so it's always good to get more of those. And finally, for the driver, we have a recolor of Atomic, and oh my gosh, guys, this thing looks amazing. Like, when I first saw this, my jaw dropped. I was like, oh my gosh, this thing is beautiful. Look at this. Oh, it's so great. Alright, so it comes in like this nice translucent blue, and in the middle you have a solid dark blue ball in it. Oh my gosh, it looks so nice, especially with the white ring around it. This Atomic, probably my favorite Atomic to be released. It looks amazing. Anyway, so yeah, like I said before, the layer itself's not good, but the combo is very good. I definitely like the combo. I definitely like the parts and all the recolors in it. So yeah, that was my unboxing and review of all the random the combos and this random booster. Of course, my favorite's probably going to be Air Knight. I'm probably going to do some battles with Air Knight, probably against Chozy Achilles, just to see how it does. So look forward to that in the future. See you guys later. Have a nice day. LeftBurst out.